your side tonight with Jamie Bowles starts now.
Good evening, and thanks for staying with us here at 7:30. If you take a spin around Charlotte, you notice it's still happening. New apartment buildings are going up in just about every neighborhood around town. In fact, some recent data has shown they are going up faster here than really anywhere else in the country. According to real estate data company CoStar, available apartment stock is expected to go up 13% in the next couple of years. Well, let's hope one of the benefits of that more supply will be more affordable rents. And there is some evidence that is already happening. Check it out here. According to Rent.com, the average studio apartment in Charlotte going for $1,458 a month. That is an 11% drop from last year. Meantime, rent on a one-bedroom place is averaging $1,551 a month, and that number is down 3%. So that is a positive in all of this, but you may have also noticed something else about all those apartments going up. They all pretty much look the same, very cookie cutter outside and in. There are reasons for that. Alexandria Sands has been digging into those for our news partners at Exio Charlotte.
Alex, always appreciate you taking time to talk to us. Let's just start with the whys here. I was curious here because you were told by developers that they're designing by spreadsheets. What do they mean by that?
So basically the idea is that you're finding out how to make the numbers work and how to make a project that makes sense first and foremost. So you're figuring out how many units do I need for this to make economic sense, and then how can I fit that all into the site. And at the end of all of this, once you figure out the size of your parking garage, how much parking you need, the last thing that we're worried about is the aesthetics here, or how this building is going to be different than another building. So a lot of times it's just coming down to a formula, and that's why you're seeing a lot of apartments that look very similar.
So simple designs that are the same, does that mean bigger profit margins for them?
It could be. It also just means that they're not losing money, and they're going to use wood, which is the cheaper option. They're not going to spend a lot on aesthetics. Some of the buildings that might look more interesting are ones where they might not be building as much parking, so they're saving some money there. That's you kind of have to figure out where you want to cost save if you do want to build a more interesting looking building.
I'm curious too, are things like building codes and city ordinances, playing a role in all this?
They definitely are. The one thing I learned during this reporting process, and now I cannot unsee it, is all these apartments, they go in and out. Like they have these carvings almost. That's actually in the city's UDO. So they're forced to build that. So it's supposed to make it look more interesting. But because they're all doing it, they all kind of look the same.
Does that kind of put architects out of business? I mean, they don't have many options then, right?
They're still working on, they're working on these projects, but I think that's also another thing that adds to it is that sometimes these builders are hiring the same architects over and over again, so they're reusing the same firms.
Available tracts of land seemingly are getting smaller around the city as well. Is that a factor here, and how so?
It could be a good thing because it could force developers to get a little bit more creative if they have to fit a building on an interesting sized parcel. That's why in Camp North End, I spoke with them, and they're actually splitting their apartments into two separate buildings because their land is kind of strange there. It's divided up by railroad tracks and things like that since it's an older property. So they're splitting up their new apartments into two different buildings, and in the middle they're going to have this nice open gathering space, which is just a more interesting, pedestrian-friendly experience.
You have pointed out in this article, I think, something we have all noticed, right, in the sameness around the city. And not just here, it's all around the country as well. Alex Sands from Exio Charlotte. Alexandria, always appreciate your time.
Thanks so much.
And you can read more by going to axios.com/local/Charlotte. For homeowners here in Charlotte, expenses could be going up next year. It's been 5 years since we have seen a property tax increase. But City Council is voting on its nearly $4.2 billion budget tonight. That vote should happen at any moment. And here's what's at stake here. Leaders have to decide on a tax bump. Again, first time in 5 years, it'd be 1.3-cent increase per $100 in value. So what does that mean for you? Well, we punched out some of the numbers for you. Look at it this way. If your home is worth $300,000, your tax bill will go up $39. For a $400,000 home, which is the average home price right now in Charlotte, by the way, taxes will go up $52. For a $500,000 house, your taxes will go up $65. And if your home is worth $700,000, you are going to see a $91 increase on your property tax bill. It may not seem like much, but take a look at this graph for you right here. The home values in Charlotte have certainly skyrocketed over the past 8 years. So a house that was purchased in 2016 for, say, $184,000 could easily be worth more than $400,000 now, meaning those homeowners have already had to pay more taxes as the value of their home has increased. One local pastor says the increase is even more dramatic for people with older homes.
Persons who purchased their homes in the late 50s or early 60s have seen values escalate beyond anything that they could have imagined possible.
So we went into local neighborhoods to learn how you or our neighbors here in Charlotte actually feel about this spike in property taxes. And here's what we heard.
Well, the cost of everything are going up right now, right? You know, cost to go to the grocery store, everything's going up, and now you're going to pay more on your taxes. So, but again, you know, we want more services. We want to be protected by our police.
The most and the main concern would be on the people that live in the area. Most of the people that live in here are on fixed income. And, you know, if you're making, say $15 or $16 or even $2,000 from Social Security, it's still not enough.
All right, so where is your money going here? Well, those extra tax dollars are expected to go towards the city's general fund, which will help pay for arts and culture and public safety. We asked Mayor Pro Tem Dante Anderson the plan for this investment.
Public safety is obviously top of mind. There is money in there for an increase, you know, there as well to hire more. Yes. Are we doing enough on the other side of it when it comes to the prevention, the youth violence that has been such a problem in our community?
You know, it really is a problem, and we have worked on that in the city from a committee perspective, and we are looking at a holistic approach. And so we can't solve it alone, right? So we have to work with our county counterparts. We have to work with faith-based leaders. We have to work with nonprofit organizations, and we're doing that. But having said that, inside of the budget, you will see that our CMPD officers are right at the point now where we're recruiting more than we're losing in terms of retirement. We're making sure that they have great salaries, and then we're taking more off of their plate.
Yeah, so pay bumps in all of this. Now that you know what's in the budget, here's what's being cut out of it over the past couple of weeks. Remember, the original budget had a slightly larger tax increase in it. City leaders reduced the amount of money needed for fiscal year 2025's capital improvement plan, meaning cuts to Corridors of Opportunity, which is the city's initiative to support 6 underinvested areas in Charlotte, along with cuts to sidewalk projects and the Center City Transportation Improvement Project. Now, outside of its operating budget, the council did propose giving money to some nonprofits benefiting unrepresented communities and youth. Several groups will be getting a one-time payment from American Rescue Plan funds. Some of the nonprofits receiving funds include Block Love Charlotte, the Carolina Youth Coalition, and Hearts for the Invisible. Each will be getting $100,000 in funding. Charlotte Mayor Vi Lyle said giving the nonprofits the Rescue Plan funds will help City Council come up with a way to decide which organizations get money in the future.
That we would fund them up to an amount that would allow the staff to begin to look at what they are doing and then have a mid-year report on them and an understanding. And then we'll have time to actually develop criteria and information and all of those things that we have not had the time to do.
City Council members say they do want to work with the nonprofits to become future long-time partners. Again, a vote on the budget is expected at any moment. We'll have the details for you coming up tonight on WBTV News at 11. All right, we're on your side tonight with some live pictures from the California coast. Let's take a look at Folly Beach and Wrightsville Beach, both popular locations for families in our area to travel for summer vacation. Got a few people still out there tonight enjoying some of the waves. But all that fun does come with some risks. So, hey, Rachel, Got some questions for you here. What are the main dangers people need to consider before heading to the beach this summer?
Yeah, when it comes to the weather and certainly the ocean conditions, you got rough surf, but rip currents are certainly a really big concern. And it can be something that we forget about until we're out there and then dealing with the impacts. So I want to explain rip currents just a little bit more for you guys. What happens is you've got the water that's rushing towards the shoreline, just trying to find the lowest point. It's going to converge and it's going to go back out, and it creates the rip current that you see on your screen. That can move at speeds up to 8 feet per second. And if you're wondering, okay, how fast is that? Faster than an Olympic swimmer. So it's one of those things where we say it all the time, but don't try to fight the current if you're indeed caught in a rip current. So what do? You swim parallel to the shore. And if you can't escape, it's okay to float, tread water, just call for some help or wave your hands. And that way anybody on the shore, whether that be your friends, your family, or a lifeguard, can help you out, Jamie.
Yeah, be very, very careful. And heed those warnings, because usually they put it out, right? When those riptide warnings might be coming. Hurricane season's coming too. That's something we got to watch for.
Yeah, absolutely. So when hurricanes are impacting, it's so important to stay tuned to us. Of course, we're going to keep you posted on the WBTV Free First Alert weather app. You can actually look at those tropical cone forecasts as well from the National Hurricane Center. And there's a ton of impacts that you can get from a hurricane, but one of which, when we're talking about the ocean, storm surge. So you've got your normal sea level. That's that line that you see in green. Let's just say there's a house. Maybe you're renting a beach house with some friends. When those winds from that storm, and there's so many factors that go into this and just how high that ocean surge can get, but that's going to increase the level of the water. So let's talk about some impacts. 3 feet probably won't impact much in terms of getting onto the shore, but 6 feet absolutely could start to get to the bottom of homes. And then once you get higher than that, I mean, we can cover entire houses. It's a very deadly portion and factor that they watch when hurricanes are certainly making landfall along the coastline. So storm surge is something that we watch in addition to the winds, of course, with your hurricanes, the heavy rainfall that we typically deal with hurricanes as well. And even those tropical tornadoes, those brief tornadoes that you can get, something that you'll want to keep those alerts on loud. So it's hurricane season officially, and that's something that we're going to be watching more and more.
Tropics quiet at the moment, but we know.
Quiet at the moment.
But we know, yeah, eventually it's going to fire up.
Exactly.
Rachel, thank you. Coming up next year, and on your side tonight, golf's biggest names are in North Carolina for the U.S. Open. It's familiar terrain for one golfer who lives here in Charlotte. He told us the challenges of the course and why he's excited to compete at Pinehurst. Also, a reminder, I want you to pull out your phone or your laptop. We have a poll for you tonight. Do you tip housekeeping when you're on vacation at a hotel or a resort? Head to WBTV.com/vote. We have more on tipping etiquette ahead.